All right, today's topic, our very first requested video topic about the people with the funny hats again. People seem to love this topic, so let's get right into it. I'll start off strong. Who controls the banks? Who runs the government agencies? If you look up most of the CEOs of majority of the companies that we have established within the US, you'll notice they all lead back to a certain ethnicity, a certain group of people. Can't see the other way. A certain group of people that think they can rule the world just because if they get hit by another country like Germany, they can go run around and cry wolf, and the whole world will come aid them. Damn right, talking about the Jews. Now, there's a lot of evidence, I may not exactly have the information to convince a lot of people that I'm right, but if you do your research, if you look up, what ethnicity this person is, or what ethnicity a certain CEO, like for example, a lot of the CEOs of the porn companies are all Jewish, and a lot of people are saying, the Jewish stereotype is like controlling the US, as long as they have the most powerful country by their side, then they can get away with whatever they want. And it's even portrayed in that one episode of American Dad where Stan is like doing an act, and it's like, I'm Uncle Sam and I am Israel, and then then they go like, fucking, I want you for something, and then he turns around and does it, and they're making out, and he says, this is so wrong because we're from the same parent, Satan, which is true. If you do a little bit, now here's where things get interesting. If you do a little bit more research, I'm putting on some cream on my face because sometimes when it gets humid out, my eyelids, my eyebrows, and my the space under here likes to crust off and turn white. So this here prevents that. I gotta seal this cat in real quick before he causes some more commotion. What's up, Jew cat? You don't get to go outside. We're busy talking about some really big issues here. So as I was saying, a lot of the Star of David, right? 6 points, right? Now there's a textbook. What was it? It was in the Hebrew or whatever. It's like the Hebrew version of the Bible. I forgot what it's called. It's like some stupid shit, but in their words, it says the word goy is like non-Jew, I think. I think it goes over like how you can steal and disrespect a non-Jew. You can lie to a non-Jew. You can do all of these things to non-Jews. And it even goes as far as saying like, you can sleep with underage girls that aren't Jewish as long as they're like over the age of 9 or something. Just really weird shit like that. And like there's videos and picture proof of so how most Jews are circumcised, right? There's some theories going on about, oh my god, you can't fucking see Novara. She's like our really important spokesperson here. She's very important to the channel, despite it having like 8 fucking followers and like 1 view per video. It doesn't matter. This is our very important person. Anyways, as I was saying, there's a lot of, the owl, right? If you know what I'm talking about, there's an owl, it's symbolic. And, there's some geographical structures in DC, and it's about how the White House connected to the government. There's like, it lines up in the geographical map where it makes a symbol. And the symbol is either the pentagram or the Star of David. And then Bohemian Grove, they worship this god called like Moloch or whatever, and they sacrifice their young. and where Moloch originated from was from the Hebrewism or whatever, were the Jews. And so, and technically what they were saying and how it kind of works was that you have to sacrifice your young and start doing cannibalism of young children. So that's why Jews circumcise their children. They circumcise young babies and they eat that little flesh, and it gives them immortality or whatever. It like gives them like longer health. And another thing is like the Illuminati is pretty much the Israel state, but like even more secret. There's a whole underground society, right? Even Jim Carrey was like, he even tried to expose it one time at the Grammy, or no. He was talking on a he was on some like talk show, right? And he fucking hair, dude, and he was saying like, oh, you know, it's that symbol, and it's like the number 233. And everyone's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And so about a few weeks later, they killed his wife. And when Alex Jones was talking about it, one of the guys showed there, and they showed him a note saying that we have your bank information. Stop talking about the Jews. And you're falling over, Nabara. So there's they do everything they can to hide it up, right? And you know how in New York they have tunnels that the Jewish crawl in around of? They probably lead down to the secret society underground. And if you ever watch, what's that one movie called? Oh my God. It's a movie about a underground society. It's like, but the creator was like warned not to release it. And like a few days after he released it, he was killed or something. It has this movie. It's about all these, it's underground with all these masked people. And the reason why they killed him was because he got too close to the truth. So what I'm trying to say here is that there's an underground organization working with Israel. And they control the world. And they influence shit on our culture to keep us stupid and weak. You see, notice how like healthy organic produce is like really expensive and how everything else processed is like cheap. That's because they're trying to sell the cheap shit to us Americans, because they know we're the powerful country in the world and they need to keep us weak. So they feed us weak stuff to weaken us, right? And they feed us all this propaganda to keep our minds fucked up. And they do all this stuff while they keeping the good stuff much more expensive. Like take a look at Japan, for example. They are a very, very smart country, and their obesity is like non-existent there. Okay, they take serious pride in health and beauty. That's because they aren't run by the fucking Jews. Okay, they are normal. They're healthy and everything. But when you come to America, you see all these fat people and all these. You see like 50-year-old men wearing makeup, going around in like classrooms, talking to kids and shit. It's all because they forced this agenda down our throats, trying to weaken us, right? And they're like pushing. A good example is like Love Island, that one fucking show that I've heard of. Who the fuck watches that? It's just promoting hookup culture, and it's fucking stupid. And they just keep enforcing global interaction. See, right there was the aliens trying to tell me to stop talking about this, but I'm not gonna stop. So as I was saying, they put all this agenda, all this stuff in your mind to keep you. It's trying to normalize this shit. You know, there's and I can talk about, you know, the whole Epstein file in another video, because I'm about to hit that 10-minute mark, and I'm not gonna wait an hour for a video to upload out because I go past the 10-minute mark. But they are weakening the U.S.'s population by overfeeding, pushing unhealthy agenda in our brains, promoting pedophilia. There's like, you know, they're using the LGBTQ to like say, oh, love is love, and then there's like minor attractive people who just generally need to be castrated and hung like publicly executed. Like if you are attracted to minors, low key, you need to fucking kill yourself. Okay, I don't care if it's based on some trauma shit. You low key just need to. I'll kill you. I will kill you myself. I will cut off your head myself. long story short, we are controlled by an unknown society, whether we like it or not. And there's nothing we can do about it because the population is weak and everyone is stupid and they call you anti-Semitic. It's all labeled a conspiracy if you speak out against them. It's labeled a conspiracy because people just think you're crazy. That's how they get away with it. They think the people who are talking the truth, they think they're crazy. So yeah, wonderful.